So now we will be discussing the discrete signal. So what is discrete signal? So before we generate a MATLAB uh, output here, I will be discussing first the discrete signal. Maybe we can have a discussion of discrete and digital signal. Okay, so first we will be discussing the discrete signal. So this is, when we say discrete signal, from our definition, it is in analog form. No, but these are signals defined only at specific integer time points. Although not continuous, we use them to plot discrete values. Okay, so this is this defined only at specific integer time points. Although again, this is not a continuous, although it's still analog, but it is not continuous, it is discrete. Okay? So this happen when you, for example, you sample the signal, the output is a discrete signal. Okay? So now, since this is not continuous, okay, continuous, okay, we use stem, okay, the command of stem to plot discrete values. Okay. So now I will be discussing the discrete time vector. Most likely, we have in the DTV or the discrete time vector. Okay, in the discrete time vector that we have, where most likely n is an integer vector. Okay, with no fractional points. So take note of this. And as well, the signal values here, uh, the command that we'll be using is x underscore discrete. That is the command that we'll be using most likely to produce a signal's value at time. Now to plot it later, I will be using stem. Maybe I can now use a MATLAB so that we can have a parameter. Okay, let me clear this. And I will be using the MATLAB command to discuss this discrete signals. Okay, let me have, okay, so percent parameters. Okay, let's say we will be have a declaration of n, because in discrete we are using n, x sub n, by the way. Let's say negative 5 point, negative 5 colon 5. So what does indicates? That's why we have a comment here. This is a indication of discrete time indices. Okay, indices. Now, what is the purpose of this, of the indices? That is from negative 5 to 5. That's why we have that command. Negative 5 to positive 5. Okay? So that is discrete time indices. Okay? What else we have? Now we can now declare the x discrete. Let's say that is okay. We have a uh, brace here that is 0. Let's say 0, 1, 2, 1 is the given. then 0, -1, -2, okay, and then we have -1, 0, and 0. Then we have close to close it, then semicolon. So to explain this line, this is signal values at each n interval. Okay. Now we need to plot the discrete signal. To plot this, we have percentage plot discrete signal. Okay, and then to figure the uh, stem uh, n. Okay, so here as you can notice, we can use the x discrete because this is what we are using. Okay, and then we can have a field. Okay, field. So here is you as we already know. Okay, I think we can use. Okay, so we can use a field that is to make marker solid. That's why that's the command. Okay, this command field, okay, makes marker solid because we are creating stem signals. Okay, so to generate it, we can see the stem signals here. Okay, actually this is the 0. Okay, and the 0, the +1, the +2, the this the 2, then +1, then this is 0, -1, -2, -1, then 0. That is the indication. Now, the command that to make it marker solid, we use this field, only a single quote. Now, to have what do you call this, the title, yeah, we can now use this, the command for the title. Let's say title, then discrete time or discrete signal. Okay, then we have okay, then we have X label, discrete time, and okay, Y label, the amplitude, then to have a grid on, let's say, this must be uh we have the grid on. Okay, so we have already grid, and what else? I think axis type we can click. Imagine this command. Okay, the purpose of this is to fit plot to data range. Okay, so that is the example of a discrete signal. Okay, so I think we already determined the signal. We fit the signal based on the values that we have. Okay, this is the stem signals. Okay, now if we will check it for example, this an analog signal here. Okay, let me have a drawing of how does the discrete signal works here. Okay, for example, here, imagine this. Uh, there is an analog signal here. Okay, following the okay. Now, let's say this is the signal. So this it must be in synchronize. Okay, if not, there would be distortions that may happen. So as much as possible, we need to synchronize the sinusoidal wave and the discrete time signal. Again, thank you very much for discuss listening. So maybe we can now proceed to the last topic, that is the digital signal, because this is one of the important. I think I can now close it. Okay, we will just be using the CLC. Okay, CLC. Okay. So now I will be discussing the digital square wave. So the digital square wave, again, when we say digital square wave, in the analog to digital converter, the output is a digital square wave when the signal is already a digital. So that is a square wave. Okay, a square wave alternates between two constant levels. Between two constant levels. Okay, so that is the discussion of the digital square wave. Now, for the MATLAB square wave to generate, we can use this command, square, then open and close. Then for the generation of this, for example, that is the square, we will be generating this formula. Okay, but this time that is duty, where duty is the percentage of time. This is the formula to generate a square wave or the signal that we can use. Okay, where duty is the percentage of time. Duty cycle. Okay, where the wave is high. The wave is high. Okay. So maybe we can now start. Okay, to determine this, we can now use a MATLAB code so that we can understand how does the signal is being generated. Okay, maybe we can use this parameter. Maybe you can wait. For example, we have parameters, percentage parameters. Okay, where f is equal to 3. Frequency, 3 hertz. Where f of s is equivalent to 800. Sampling frequency. Okay, the t underscore duration is equivalent to 1. The percentage of time duration, 1 second. Okay, so that is the percentage. where the duty is 30. Okay? Then percentage duty cycle, 30% high, 70% low. So that is the again when we say duty cycle or the duty is the percentage of time when the wave is high. Okay? So here we have 30% high, 70% low. Okay, now to have a time vector, we will be discussing again. Okay, lean space. Okay, 0. Okay, then we have t duration. Can just select it. Minus, we are using this to subtract the time duration versus the sampling time. That's why we have this formula. Okay, so minus 1, this is the sampling time. Okay, where the sampling time here is f of s multiplied by the time duration. Okay, the time duration. And then, okay, close, then semicolon. Then we have, to generate a square wave, uh, this is the waveform representing a digital signal. Okay, so plot, using plot, t, comma, x square, okay, x, underscore, square. Okay. Then, okay, let me check. I think we don't have a flat T. Okay, square, by the way. You can use that. Okay, maybe I can use flat T. Okay, x square. Okay, underscore. Okay, maybe we don't have. Oh, let's try next function. Okay, maybe we can, let me check again the signal here. Percent generation square wave, x square is equivalent to, okay, maybe I can uh equate first so that we can have agent, maybe I can define first. Okay, after generating the square wave, I can define first x square, okay, is equivalent to square. Yes, I forgot to define. Okay, we need to define first square, that is 2 times pi times f times t, then duty. Okay, and then semicolon. Then we can uh plot plot figure. Okay, this is the plot figure of digital square wave. Okay, and then we have this plot, then t. Okay, so that's why we have already x squared, because we declare first before we have We can generate now. That's why if you don't write, yeah, there will be, you need to declare first what is the signal being generated. Now, that is the time that we need to check. This is the waveform. Okay, now this is an example. We can arrange it. Let's say the title is square wave duty cycle. Square wave duty cycle, which is 30%. Okay, and then, okay, so, okay, there is a missing, maybe that is simple. Okay, so square wave duty cycle is 30%. Then X label, okay, we have time S, and then we have semicolon for the time. Then for the Y label, that is amplitude. And then we have a semicolon to declaring the amplitude. Now, maybe we can use the Y limit. Okay, so negative 1.2, then 1.2. Okay. Okay, so we arrange so that we can you can see the visualize it, the limit. Okay? So there are point 2. Now, we can use grid on. So that is a square wave here pertaining, there is already, I think, uh, uh, that is the duty cycle that we have. Okay? 30% high and 70% low. So I think we already discussed some of the important topics here, particularly the generation of signals such as the sine, the nodal wave, the sawtooth, the discrete, and finally, the digital square wave. So thank you, and please always watch our videos. For more updates, kindly subscribe and share it to your friends, to engineering student, and not even engineering student, to enthusiasts that would be able to uh, appreciate this kind of discussion. So thank you and God bless.